Hi Libra, and welcome to your December the 1st to the 15th tarot reading. And I'm doing it that way because there's just so much going on in December, and I thought it was best to make things into the smaller readings, or I would have been too sort of overwhelmed, just like no. So you pulled two absolutely fantastic Lenormands. You got the Ring and the Moon. So the Moon in the Lenormands is about romance, and the Ring is about loyalty, commitment, sort of you know, I can't see anything negative about these cards. Sometimes with the Moon, it can have a little bit of a fantasy, you know, the fantasy of the perfect romance. But the Ring is about loyalty and grit. You know, that sort of commitment energy that actually takes a lot of grit. It's that sort of energy. So you've got these two combining cards. Can I pull some cards before I work out what that's about? It's really, really dark here, guys, okay? So my last reading of the day, I'm going to pull 7 cards. So I'm doing what I normally do for a general, but I'm not going to do what lies behind you. And then I can focus more on what's going on for these 2 weeks. Interesting readings so far. You know, we're in a closing, a lot of things are closing up in our lives, and we're moving towards a grand conjunction, all in the sign of Aquarius. But Aquarius forms a really, really harmonious energy with Libra. So hopefully the transition will be healthy. But let's have a look. So what you want is the Ace of Swords. That's about clarity. It's about truth. The gift is the King of Cups, water sign person, or some sort of, this is either a person or it's you. If the King of Cups is you, it's about being at peace. Oh, relationships, you've got the Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles in money and work, King of Pentacles at a soul level, and then you get the Strength card. Guys, I need more light. Can you give me a minute? That's better. Thank you. So you've got the King and Queen of Cups. That's probably where the Ring's coming from. And the romance, that sort of feeling of love. You've also got 2 Leo cards. So you could be either dealing with a Leo or a water sign person. Or some of you is possibly both. One of them is the Ring, and one of them's the sort of high romance, the ideal, okay? That sort of, I'm not sure, but there potentially is 2 different people here, actually 3, because you might have an earth sign, or they're all different qualities of you. So what you want is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about clarity. It breaks through fog. It breaks through confusion. So you've got this clear sight. Beautiful card to want. And the gift is the King of Cups. Now, that is either a person. He doesn't have to be a water sign. But if he's not a water sign, he's quite a mature energy towards him. So not the most open at times, the King of Cups, because he can be quite sort of defensive, but his qualities are he's in it for keeps. He's quite loyal because it's got the planet Saturn behind it. And for a healthy relationship, we want some Saturn because it's Saturn that binds. Too much of it is too heavy and it weighs the energy down, but you need a little bit of it for it to be a commitment. So the gift is this beautiful King of Cups, Libra. Absolutely love it. The challenge is the Sun card, so which is either you're dealing with a Leo, or there's a feeling of not being fully yourself. And when you're in your own energy, Libra, so when you're not in your high level, Libra, okay, because every sign's got shadows and gifts, yeah, and the trick is always working with both. So the more challenging side of Libra is a little bit confused, because what you're looking for is the Ace of Swords. Sometimes it can be quite hard to make a very clear-cut decision, because sometimes we've got something in front of us, but there's something, you know, the grass is greener. So that is when you're in your challenging side of Libra. But when you're in your gift, remember your grace, your grace, your diplomacy, your all these absolutely beautiful elements, which, boy, this world needs right now. But because the sun is a challenge, I wonder if, because the moon sometimes, even though I like the moon in Lenormand, it can sometimes feel unclear. And what you're unclear about with the ring might be some sort of binding, some sort of relationship, some sort of connection. Now, in your relationships, you've got the Queen of Cups and you've got the King of Cups as a gift. So there's obviously some connection. What's going on between these two people? Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is, the wands tend to be about attraction, making decisions, making choices, saying yes. It's almost like, yes, I choose you. And I wonder if the sun is the challenge, if some of you are having a struggle with making a decision, a clear decision about what you want. Now, you've got the Five of Pentacles in your finances. It's a tough time, isn't it? It's Christmas and it's been COVID all year. Let me try and find out if I can offer you some help in the finances. So the Five of Pentacles is, you know, that feeling that there's just not enough. Okay? So let's find out what's going on. What's the Five of Pentacles? Give Libra some hope. So you get the moon. So the moon's about uncertainty. Can be about fear of the future. So listen, Libra, there's either going to be two stories going on here. That the financial insecurity is coming through fear of the future. So that's a projection, yeah? Or you just really are in a Five of Pentacles space and it's bringing up an awful lot of fear in you. So, yeah, because you get the maze. Can you give Libra some sort of... that's funny because you get the Swans card as a hope. And I didn't mean to be patronising, but when we're in the Five of Pentacles, it's quite challenging to feel at peace when things are really hard to survive, okay? And the moon showing up as a major arcana could potentially talk about night fears, not being able to sleep, a little bit of a worry about what's to come in the future, or even for some of you, what's going on in the present. But the moon would more represent night fears. So you're in the Five of Pentacles. It's a little bit of there's just not enough to get by. And then the moon takes over it and you start to reimagine all these worst case scenarios. That's when we get ourselves into a complete anxiety attack, Libra. And the Swans as a message of hope. Is there some sort of relationship bond here? Now, I'm not for a minute saying this person is the solution to all your problems, but things get worse and worse, Libra, when we keep them trapped within our own mind. Yeah, so when they're in our minds, we just go over and over and over things in circles. And that's when it turns into a complete nightmare. So I wonder if the swans are saying, is this King of Cups someone, can you bring these fears out in the open? Because when something's out in the open, it doesn't automatically take them away. But boy, it makes our mental health so much better. And the swans, as how would Libra navigate that, is about connection with friendships, connection with other people, when we can just share what's going on for us. Now, I'm not saying they're going to have a magical solution for you, but it takes things out of our minds, and that, you know, that repetitive circling of events, and we communicate, we talk with people, and we express what's going on for us. So you do have the King of Pentacles at a soul level, which is very interesting, because the King of Pentacles can be an earth sign person, but this is a card of potentially, I've got two different images showing up here. King of Pentacles is a very, very, very secure financial person. So that might be someone you can turn to for help. There's another picture I've got going on. So the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups is an awful lot of feeling between two people. They don't always show it though, this King and Queen of Cups. But the King of Pentacles at a soul level with the King of Cups tends to show up when not only is there a lot of feelings, there's an awful lot of commitment. So this would be the ring, that energy of loyalty, of commitment. And the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles wouldn't run away, Libra, if you shared your fears. And even if you shared your fears of the future, I mean, I think we're all facing an incredibly unknown time. Yeah. None of us know what lies ahead. And the more, it's almost like, I so want you out of this place. So when you're in the King of Pentacles, if this is an energy you can access, the King of Pentacles is about being mindful. It's totally, if you can do something about the problem, the King of Pentacles would do it. But if he can't, he looks after his well-being, because these Pentacles and all the earth signs are looking after your body, you know, your well-being, walking in nature, walking in the woods, walking in the park, anything to take you out of space. Because I've got a picture of some of you aren't even sleeping at night because of these worries. And if the solution's a Swans card, it's almost like, is there someone, because there's people here, is there no one that can be reached out to? Now, the outcome is the Strength card. Give me a minute. The Strength card is looking at the King of Cups. So the Strength card is about Leo. Again, you've got a couple of Leo cards showing up here. But the Strength card is about our resources, our strength. And obviously when it shows up, it's about the energy of the heart. And it's about very, very focused intention. And it's about really, really having to develop that personal. If you think about it, she's got the control of the lion here. And where I see the lion is this fear that's going on, Libra. And I have not got the perfect solution for this, because we're all in different circumstances, and I don't know, you know, we're all going through this COVID thing, and it's Christmas and it's really hard. But the Strength card is about pulling on all your personal strengths in order to step up. Who is this King of Pentacles at a soul level, please? there's someone here that seems to potentially be offering you a little bit of a solution. You've got the Six of Swords, which does mean, I'm really not patronising you, Libra, by the way, but the Six of Swords is moving away from troubled times. So the troubled times tends to be the fives, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords is moving towards calmer waters, but you're not fully where you want to be yet. Yeah, see, she's in transition and she's still under the Moon card, but she's got control of her fears. Yeah, because she's got control of her fears. The waters are calmer. She is in the unknown, but she's in the unknown in a way where she's looking after herself. Because I don't like seeing that Five of Pentacles with the Moon card. I really don't, because there's too much locked in fear here. And I'm not saying there's not a lot of reasons to have a lot of fear. But when we constrict to that extent, we don't get any solutions to our problems. We just get more and more and more uptight and more tense. And that's what I'd really, really like you to get out of here. So the Libra, so the Strength card, there's either a Leo that you're dealing with, and that's a challenge. But the gift is that this other person, which I actually like seeing these two cards together, because not only is there a lot of feeling, there's the ring, there's commitment, there's strength, and maybe even able to offer you a little bit of support through this Five and this Moon card. Maybe some of you want to relocate. I don't know, Libra, you might do, because I tell you what, I do. There's been so much change this year, and maybe there's a sense of, I don't like where I live, I don't like where I work, I really, really, really want to make some changes. But most of your changes seem to be coming through a relationship. So maybe you're deciding to move together, make some sort of shift together. Maybe it's something like that. I'm really, really not sure. So what's the Strength card about? So, I mean, it can be about resources, resilience. God, it's been a year of resilience, hasn't it? But it's obviously about strength, taking control of your fears, and just, because what you're looking at is this King of Cups, which means you're sort of meeting him face on. What's the Strength card? What message does the Strength card have? One card. That's funny. Get the Ace of Pentacles. Which is some sort of gift that you've been given, some sort of support. This reading is really, really complicated, Libra. And the reason why it's complicated is there's so many different people in it. And actually, the Queen of Cups, I think, is probably you. I think the gift is obviously this King of Cups. And I think the King of Cups might also be the King of Pentacles, because there's feelings plus there's loyalty, and that's how these two cards show up together. I think your biggest struggle is financial fear. I think there's a lot of it, and maybe not even allowing you to sleep. I think there's support for you, and the potential to move away from very challenging times into a new chapter. But you're still going to have to be incredibly resilient. You know, in that sometimes we just go through really tough times. I'm sure everyone watching has gone through these times when we just have to bring all the strength that we've got to bear. But look what comes with that, the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like, you know, I'm going to be honest, some of you might have children, and a little bit like, I can't even get these guys and girls a Christmas present. See the amount of times I've been there, Libra. So I really come in great compassion. There's support coming your way. There is support coming your way, and I think it's coming through someone who's already in your life, who can offer you some sort of this Ace of Pentacles to maybe get you through. I think some of you are also doing a lot of consideration about the future. You know, wanting to redesign your life. You know, a little bit like, I don't want to go back to the way things were. I've learnt what's important. And even though it looks like some of you are in a challenging transition, it's only a transition. And you're not quite in the new place yet, Libra. But you're not where you were either. It's like there's work in progress. And sometimes there's no way through, but through these crappy times. And boy, I get crappy times. But then this ace comes in your hand, which could be the gift. It could just be a little bit of a let up of pressure. Something just to get you through. Some sort of gift, especially if you're in the Five of Pentacles and you need a little bit of support to tide you over. That's what the Ace of Pentacles would be. Yeah. Okay, Libra, I'm going to, you know, gifts and challenges. That King of Cups is a gorgeous gift, guys. So I'm not going to treat you like a child, but remember, what we focus on grows. And if we focus on the love that's there, that grows. But if you focus on that Five of Pentacles too much, that's anxiety attacks and panic attacks. None of us know what lies ahead, Libra. You know, even I don't know what lies ahead. So this card is about almost whispering in your ear that you're going to a different place, that you're nearly there. But be resilient and have faith that something's coming your way, because it is coming your way. Yeah. Okay, Libra, lots of love. Bye.